Opa,
Yes.
what are we doing today?
So we are looking at what's the major product from this reaction.
Major product. Bring us on.
So let's look at this, right? So we have a chair conformation over here.
Oh yeah, chair because we have a cyclohexane.
Yes. And then it looks like, so we have a bromine substituent.
Okay.
And then we have a third butyl substituent.
Third butyl. Articulate well. It's third. Tertiary.
Yes.
Okay. Butyl group. And here sodium SH. What's SH?
SH.
Ouch. I just bite my tongue. But it's okay. Let's continue. It's a strong nucleophile.
Yes.
Okay. So it will kick out the bromine, right? Good
yeah.
leaving group. But we notice something here. This bromine is on the equatorial positions. No go because, right, in the Sn2 mechanism, it has to come from the back, right?
Yes.
About 180 degrees from behind,
Uh-huh.
where the anti-bonding orbital is
Yes.
of the sigma bond here. But because of all these substituent here, right, it just can't do that.
Ah, okay.
Make sense or not?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Okay, so we need to do a ring flip. The leaving group must always be in the axial position. Let's try to do a ring flip.
So I'll just draw the same thing over here.
Yeah?
Alright, and then we ring flip, so the CCH3 is going down, and then it'll become axial, right? So it goes something like CCH3. And then BR goes up, axial BR. So looks like this is the ring flip. Dun, dun,
Oh!
dun, ring flip.
Ring flip, good. But if you want to compare it, maybe you want to finish tertiary butyl group here. Now, which is more stable here? I would like to make a recommendation in this arrow length because it tend to stay on this, right? This what?
This, equatorial positions.
Yeah, this conformer over the other one.
Yeah.
Right. Why? Because, right, you have a tertiary butyl group here that's very bulky.
Oh.
And over here, you have some form of 1,3 diaxial interactions. Do you see that?
Ah, okay, yeah,
Which
I can
is
see it.
not favored. So all this steric hindrance. So when we have this, to us, it's called the locking group.
Okay.
Locking group here, which we lock it in the equatorial position.
So this ring flip cannot happen?
Very, very unlikely. Okay? Bring us through then. But if it happens here, suppose, right, it slowly equilibrate to this position here, then this SH can come from below.
And then attack the BR?
From below. Like how it come up from below.
Ah.
And remove it. Come.
Okay. But this can't happen, right?
Now let's just say this happens. And we push up the BR. Let's
Alright.
draw it.
Then, we'll have something like...
Okay,
The channel's a bit weird, but we'll go with it.
Okay. Let me help you out.
Okay.
So because SH comes in here, it will go to the equatorial position.
Yes.
SH, and everybody stays intact, right? So you see a little chicken feet there. Okay. And then we do a ring flip back, then it will be ta-da! Right, here we go. Okay, and this is only happening if it's able to convert, using ring flip, making sure that the leaving group is in axial position. Sn2 can occur.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just say the assumption is you cannot have ring flip. Then the answer is
Well, nothing happens.
yeah, nothing happens. So you just say that there's no reaction, which is also a possible answer. Okay, so that's all for today.
Alright, yeah, that's all, and thank you for watching.
See you next time.
See you next time. Click on me to subscribe.
And click here to check out our next video. See you next time.